Thanks.
So
I'm doing good. I
Yeah,
hope you're doing
let me also introduce you once again, considering you've just, unmuted Dr. Ganesan, who's chair CDS, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. So you heard this, you saw this report, and Dr. Ganesan, this is not the first time. India has been doing this report even earlier. But look at this huge gap. Where are 3 lakh odd cases and 21,000 cases between January to June? 80,000 seem to have fallen off the map. I'm not apportioning blame and saying that, there is some kind of, jiggery pokery here or misreporting. What do you think, Dr. Ganesan, must have gone wrong?
So first of all, I'm not surprised about the gap, but the gap we were discussing about this gap, we were expecting somewhere around 2.5 or 3 is the factor, but the 5 is somehow it's a little surprising. There could be several reasons. One could be like whether we have to understand whether they are deliberately doing it or just due to ignorance or even due to protocol. For example, in the month of April or so, the protocol has been changed. For instance, those who survived more than 10 days with COVID, and those patients will be considered as recovered without even doing any test. So maybe what happens if those patients die maybe after 15 days, or even the death induced due to COVID pandemic or COVID induced deaths. So there could be several reasons. In addition to that, there could be a reason why they are not reporting it, maybe because of the COVID and other things. The data reporting system might have failed. So there could be several reasons. And also we have to classify whether the patients, right, those who got died during this period, we really need to look at the data whether they had
Dr.
COVID.
Ganesan, I'm so sorry to interject in this fashion, but I have certain doubts. First, you said you're not surprised, right? You said that. Then they say they may be fudging, they may be. Who are the they? I mean, they may be ignorant. Is it the hospitals? Or
No,
those?
but I do not know. It's unknowns, right? So, for example,
but why are you not surprised, Dr. Ganesan?
No,
I find that very interesting.
Why I'm not surprised, for example, if you look at the previous serological reported serological survey report, the case to infection ratio CAR is 40 for Karnataka, which means that every case there are 40 unreported cases in Karnataka. So you can consider all 40 as an asymptomatic, or few are symptomatic but they are hesitant to go to the hospital, or few may not be getting the access to the healthcare. So there might be a death, right, due to the CAR factor, right, unreported cases. So that number will definitely come in, but you cannot hide it for a long time, but it will come into the record, maybe now to the CRS, right, so civil registration system, it is coming through. So that's the reason the factor of 2.53 is expected because of this CAR, unreported cases.
But look at this huge gap. Where is 21,000 and 3 lakh odd cases? Almost 80,000 deaths go unreported between January to June. This is shocking. Now, the thing is that, what one needs to understand, and Dr. Prasanna was on the show, he said it could be a technical glitch. And I will explain it to you how. For instance, in Tamil Nadu, the Minister of Health, Ma Subramaniam, said that if a patient is admitted for COVID and later he or she passes away because of lung failure, then the cause of death should be lung failure. Now, the ICMR said not correct. It should be because he presented himself with COVID. And that could have led to, so there is a bit of a confusion there. What we are trying...
That's what I said, that the protocol must be clear. So each state should not interpret it on their own way and then classify it, right? So that
now, where are these? I mean, imagine it's my relative, and I've spoken to a lot of people in Bengaluru and even in Madikere, and they were saying aunt died in, let us say, a particular month, still haven't got the death certificate. It is pending. So of these 80,000 people who are right now fallen off the map, I want to ask you, Dr. Ganesan, and I know, please pardon me if you think I'm cursing you, but I'm trying to find a reason, Dr. Ganesan. Is it because of political manipulation that we should look good? Is it because of some technical glitch and people not able to upload the correct data on time? Is it just sheer nonchalance? What is it?
No, I will take, or I will consider it's a combination of all, right? So for example, we have to understand what is the political gain. I could see only one reason, maybe because of the delay in the vaccine, right? People should not accuse the government like, okay, if the government had initiated or brought the vaccine earlier, this could have been avoided. Other than that, I don't see the reason why the state government has to worry about reporting, okay, what is there to report by 20 to 30,000. So even the technical glitch, so maybe there might be running out of the people. For example, BBMP in Bangalore and all, they are overworking, right? The last 2 months, especially the COVID wave 2 is impact is very, very huge. So they might be running out of manpower and the data entry, and then the reporting system might have failed. So that's how I took it. So it's a combination of everything, but what I can say is we cannot hide, only we can delay the numbers. So all these numbers will come out. So at the time, at least if the government come up with a clear policy or the clear explanations where it has been failed, maybe in the future, these type of errors would not arise.
Before I let you go, Dr. Ganesan, suppose this is never cleared. This is one of those mysteries which remains. How is it going to impact if you do not correct the right numbers of deaths which have occurred during the third wave? What kind of a cascading will it have?
So mainly, immediately what you have to notice is, unless otherwise you provide the right data, so you will not be able to project it rightly. If you don't project it correctly, then you will not be able to prepare your healthcare system to tackle the future waves. So that's the first immediate consequence of not sharing the right data. I'm seeing it. So in addition to that, okay, so if there are more deaths, then we have to analyze clearly. There could be a reason why we are missing those deaths. Probably our testing capacity is low. We are not able to test as many as possible, or otherwise we have considered them as recovered too early before they fully recover.
Right. So
all these cases,
yeah,
right?
But Dr. Ganesan, it sounds like India did a good job because, we had access to this data, and my colleague Suraj Suresh did a lot of data mining to figure this out. What I'm getting out of what you're saying is that, we perhaps are sitting on a tiny time bomb which is ticking away, because unless or until we get all the numbers, we may not be able to strengthen our healthcare system and be ready for the third wave, which seems to be imminent now. Dr. Ganesan, thank you so much. It was a pleasure joining me on this broadcast.